Hi, kinder friends! Today I wanted to talk to you about your superpowers. Did you remember that you have superpowers? Because you do! You have reading superpowers. Today I'm going to remind you all about your reading superpowers. So let's get started. When I'm reading a story, sometimes I get to some tricky parts. And you know what? It gets kind of frustrating if I get to tricky parts and I don't know what to do. But then I can remember that I am a super reader and I have super reading powers that can help me get through when I have those tricky parts. Remember, we are super readers. So let's talk about our super reading powers and see if you remember what to do. So the first reading superpower is we have pointer power. Can you say that with me? We have pointer power. We can use our pointer finger to point to each word as we're reading. Let's try and practice it together. I've got a page out of a book today, and each superpower, we're going to practice reading a page out of my storybook, okay? So our first superpower is pointer power. So let's try to read this story together. I'm going to point to the first word, and you can point to your screen and try to read the words with me. Ready? The dog likes to eat bones. Nice job, kinder friends. We can point to each word. We have pointer power. Our next superpower is we have reread power. We have reread power. Rereading is when I read something again to make it sound smooth. The first time I read it, it might be kind of choppy, but I can reread it to make it sound smooth or to fix any words that I may have made a mistake on at first. So I'm going to read it first like a robot. Read it kind of choppy, and then I'm going to read it again to sound smooth. So let's try to read it. Remember, we can still use our pointer power. The cow likes to eat hay. Good. Now I know all the words. I'm going to go back and reread it to make it sound smooth. Here we go. The cow likes to eat hay. I can do it again to make it sound even smoother. The cow likes to eat hay. Every time I reread it, it sounds better and better. Let's do it one more time. The cow likes to eat hay. Yes, I was pointing to each word, and then by the end, my finger just glided across because I was pointing to each word, but I was reading them so fast my finger couldn't even catch up. That's how good I was doing at reading. So we can point to each word and we can reread. Let's talk about another superpower we can practice. We have picture power. Can you say that with me? We have picture power. That means we can check the picture to see if we're right. If there's a word we don't know, there might be a picture of it to help us. So let's look at this page of the story. Do you see that last word in the sentence? The one that starts with the letter P? I don't know what that word is. It's not a word I can read in a snap. So I'm going to look at the picture and see if I can figure it out. Does elephant start with a P? No, it doesn't. What are those other things that start with the letter P? Peanuts. I know elephants like to eat peanuts. They must be peanuts. Okay, let's read it together. Ready? The elephant likes to eat peanuts. That makes so much sense. Perfect. I think that word is peanuts. Let's reread it to make sure we're right. The elephant likes to eat peanuts. Perfect. Nice job, kinder friends. We used our picture power. The next superpower we can do is we have snap word power, or we can read words we know in a snap. There are lots of words in books that we already know how to read. So before I even get started on a tricky sentence, I'm going to look for all the words I already know how to read, and that will help me when I'm trying to figure out words I don't know how to read. So let's look at this page. I'm looking around. I see some words I know already. I see the word the. I see the word to. And you know what? I see the word like at the beginning of this word, and there's just an S at the end, so I can go likes. Likes. Perfect. Good. Now let's read this page together. The monkey likes to eat bananas. Perfect. I found words I could read in a snap, I didn't have to stretch those words out because I already knew how to read them. Our next superpower we're going to remind you of is we have sound power. Can you say that with me? We have sound power. That means I'm going to look at the beginning letter of every word that I'm struggling with to try to figure out what word it is. So let's take a look at the next page of our animal story. Do you see this word? I don't know what it is, but I know it starts with the letter M, and M says, Let's check the picture. What in our picture starts with the sound A mouse. That wasn't a rat. It was a mouse. A mouse. Perfect. Okay, let's see. There's this word at the end I don't know either. It starts with a C and an H. And I know that together C and H make the ch sound. Ch. What starts with ch? Cheese! Perfect. Let's read this sentence together. The mouse likes to eat cheese. Perfect. I used my sound power and I checked the picture. Let's talk about another superpower. We have pattern power. Can you say that? We have pattern power. Pattern power means I can remember what the words were on all the other pages that repeat on every page. So we've said the mouse likes to eat cheese. The dog likes to eat bones. The horse likes to eat, or the cow likes to eat hay. What are some things that we've heard on every single page? Well, we know it's the animal likes to eat blank. So let's look at this page and see if we can do that pattern together. So we know it's going to say the animal likes to eat food. Okay, so let's check the picture and see what we think it's going to be. It looks like a horse to me. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's a horse, and I see the letter H in that word. So I think it's a horse. And the other picture is a tomato? Let's look at that first letter. Oh, it's an A. Probably an apple. So I think we can read the sentence together now. Let's read it. The horse likes to eat apples. Perfect. That followed our pattern, and we used our other superpowers along the way. Great job, kinder friends. Now, there are two superpowers that kind of go together. We have partner power and we have book talk power. We need partners sometimes to use our superpowers. When we're doing book talk, we're talking to our partner about what our book is about. And you know what? Even though you're not at school, you can still do partner reading. You can read with your dad, your mom, your sister, your brother, or even your puppy dog. You can do partner reading with everybody, even a teddy bear in your house. You can read to them and tell them what part of the story you liked, and you can talk about what is the book all about. So definitely try to use your superpowers of partner power and book talk power. Now, kinder friends, there's one superpower that is more important than any other superpower. You ready? Here it goes. We have persistence power. Can you say that? We have persistence power. Do you know what persistence is? It's when you keep trying even when it gets tricky. So you know what makes us such good readers is we keep trying even when things get tricky. We try it again, and we use all of our superpowers even when things get tricky. If you're learning how to ride a bike and you fall down on your bike, do you just give up and say, I'm never riding my bike ever again? No, you probably try again, right? You might be a little sad and have to wait a couple days, but then you try again when you're riding a bike. Learning how to read a new book is the same way. Sometimes we get frustrated and we just need to take a break. And that's okay. Just put the book down, go for a little walk, come back and try again because we have persistence power. Even if things get tricky, we can keep going, we can keep trying because we are persistent. So, kinder friends, we've talked about lots of superpowers that we can use to read our stories. We have pointer power, we have reread power, we have picture power, we have snap word power, we have sound word power, we have pattern power, we have partner power, we have book talk power, and we have persistence power. Kinder friends, you can remember to use these superpowers when you're reading your stories this week. And remember, You are a super reader, Kinder friends. Have fun reading your stories. Bye, super readers.